just saw him.
You saw him? Where?
He's been missing for a year, and I just saw him. I just saw him right here.
Bobby, did you see...
Whoa. That's Mr. Davidson to you, all right? Mr. A on his trial procedural midterm Davidson. To you less educated folks.
You got an A, that's great.
Congratulations, Robert. I'd expect nothing less of you.
You sound like my mother, man.
Your mother? My mother'd do a face plant if I ever got an A.
Morning.
Morning.
Anybody heard anything about a police-related shooting up on the north side this morning?
No.
I heard about it coming up the stairs. Someone said a cop was down?
Carlos, case from 11 months ago. Stephen Holick, 2.5-year-old, went missing from his home, never closed. No leads, nothing. 20 minutes ago, kid's mother thought she saw him at the corner of Belmont and Kedzie. 41's putting out a search plan and door-to-door. Get over there. What's that?
Something that is indicative of the caliber of people you have under your command, Lieutenant.
I'm not giving you any money.
Money?
Yeah. Every time Gloria came home with an A, she'd hit me up. Then I found out she was also collecting from Barbara and her grandmother.
Smart girl.
Timothy Fielder, 36. White male, driver for an express company. According to his wife, left for work yesterday morning, never showed up. Never got home. She reported it late last night.
Got it.
Johnny?
Sir. Johnny,
Cash, what are you doing here? Lieutenant, you know my brother Cash?
Dad's been shot.
Go. Go on.
This is Hollick. I'm Sergeant Marone, Missing Persons section.
I saw Stephen. I saw him. I was on the bus, and he was right here with some women.
Did you get a good look at this woman?
I didn't. I only saw Stephen, and he was gone before I could.
I want you to take a look at this. How different did Stephen look when you saw him this morning than he does in this picture?
He's different now, but he's the same. A little bigger. I only got a glimpse, but I know it was him. I know it was my baby.
Okay, maybe we should go inside someplace, warm you up, get you a cup of coffee. We can sit down and talk.
No, my husband's on his way, and he might not know where to find me.
Someone will tell him where we are. But there's a little coffee shop over here. Come on.
That's up at Iron Mountain, Michigan. Do you ski?
Oh, no. No, I tried it a couple times, but I don't do it anymore. Say, I see all that snow, and all I can think about is how to get my car out the garage.
Sorry it took me so long. That was my office on the phone. They can't seem to get along without me. Thank God. But I did find the information you asked me for. My husband's bank account numbers, credit card numbers. Can I ask you why you need them?
Well, it's a good starting point, especially the credit cards. See, we can ask the companies to run an activity report. Where and when the cards have been used gives us a trail to follow. Thanks. Mrs. Fielder, has your husband ever stayed away without calling before?
It's been very tough on Tim since the accident.
Your husband was driving?
Walking away without a scratch left him more wounded than it did me. He blamed himself for what happened.
So he's done this before, hasn't he?
Yeah, but not without telling me anything. We're staying away this long.
This long? The preliminary report says he's only been missing since yesterday morning.
I only said that because it was yesterday it hit me. Something bad might have happened to him. The other times he's only been gone a couple of days, and he's called.
And where's he go?
He doesn't say where. He just goes off to think and to drink. He doesn't like me to see him when he's drunk.
Lieutenant McCullough? Wesley.
Lennox,
Oh, you remember me?
you're hard to forget. How's your boss, the councilman?
He needs a favor.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who Patrick Hogan is?
No.
Patrick Hogan Construction built half the Alaska pipeline. Grew up here in Chicago, best friends with the councilman.
Let's make big donations. What does that have to do with me?
Hogan's daughter's missing.
In Alaska?
No, in Chicago. Her entire family's here because she was supposed to be married last night. She never showed up for the wedding. 800 guests were placated with the story that she just had the flu and the wedding was going to be postponed for a few days.
Any indication of a problem, or she just got cold feet?
She's gone, disappeared. Her parents want her back, so does the councilman.
Even if we can find her, we can't force mentally competent adults to return home if they don't want to.
Yes, I know the law, McAuliffe. All the councilman wants is for you to do all you can do. Do you know what I mean?
Fine. Tell them to file a report and I'll send an investigator.
If they file a report, it becomes part of the public record. They don't want that.
If they don't file a report, I can't send an investigator.
You're a funny guy, McAuliffe. I'm the report. You're the investigator.
Connie, grab your coat.
We don't want a lot of people involved in this.
I never work alone.
So when we went back home, I put him down for his nap. I thought he was out to the world. I went into the kitchen, started fixing dinner, and then I took the garbage out. My neighbor Susie was in her yard. We started talking. When I got back inside, the front door was open, and Stephen was gone.
Other than your contact with us, did you enlist the help of any other agencies?
We hired a private detective for a while, but he didn't come up with anything either. He was actually honest enough to tell us he didn't have any more ideas and couldn't take our money any longer.
Remember his name?
Thompson, Arnie Thompson.
Do you mind if I ask you something? How come you happen to be in this neighborhood this morning?
There's a tailor up on Kimball Avenue. He makes these shirts that my husband loves. Tomorrow's his birthday. What kind of a person would take somebody else's baby?
Well, there are lots of reasons, Mrs. Hawley.
Sergeant Moreau, the man just identified the bullet and says he wants to take us where he saw the boy.
You okay, Mom?
It's nice having my boys here, Johnny. But I'll be better when he's out of surgery.
What are they saying? How bad is it?
Dad took 2 in the body. They said they wouldn't know how bad he got ripped up inside till they get him open. I can't believe this, man. This ain't like Dad. Routine traffic stop. Guy gets the drop on him. Bang, bang.
Cass told me all about it on the way over here, Michael. I don't think we have to talk about it right now, okay?
Maybe, she just decided she wasn't ready to get married.
This wasn't an arranged marriage. She had her chance to make her decision, and she made it when Sean asked her, and she said yes. And she's not going to change her mind when I have 800 people downstairs in the grand ballroom. Now, I want her here, and I want her married.
Mr. Hogan, I want you to understand that we're going to do everything within our power to locate your daughter and make sure she's okay. But she's of age. So we can't legally force her to come back here.
So you find her, tell me where she is, and I'll get her to come back here.
No, I'm afraid we can't do that either.
Lieutenant McAuliffe, do you have any idea who I am? If you find my daughter and don't tell me where she is, I'll make sure your job will be writing parking tickets.
No, Mr. Hogan. I don't think you know who you're talking to. I'm a lieutenant in the Chicago Police Department. And I'm not afraid to arrest somebody for intimidating a police officer, no matter who he thinks he is.
All right. I'm sorry. You're right. It's just that I'm not used to being this helpless in any kind of situation.
Fine. Maybe we should get down to the business of finding your daughter.
Chicago police, can we talk to you for a minute?
Is there something wrong?
You're trying to locate this little boy?
No, I haven't seen him. I have a little boy of my own. I know how awful this must be.
Sorry to bother you. Thanks.
Oh my God. You thought I had your little boy? I'm so sorry for you.
What's going on? What's happening?
We thought Stephen was in there.
We had a false lead here, but we're gonna keep looking.
Honey? Honey, are you absolutely sure it was Stephen you saw this morning?
It wasn't like the other times. I saw him. I know it was him.
Could you take Mrs. Holick over to my car? Let her sit down for a minute? Mr. Holick, could I have a word with you for a second?
Sure.
Am I wrong, or did I just get the idea that this has happened before?
The police have never been called before, but this happens all the time. Every time Paula sees someone who looks even a little like Stephen, she...
No, it was Stephen this time. I swear to you it was.
Tim's wife told me that aside from you guys working together, that you're pretty good friends.
We hung out together a lot.
You ever play handball with him?
Handball? No. Bowling, yes. Handball, he was way out of my league.
Hey, come on, man. You gotta know where he is. You guys are friends. You work together.
Oh, that's used to work together. Last week I had to fire him.
Wait a minute. You fired him last week? His wife told me she called here yesterday. You told her that he just didn't show up for work.
Yeah, tell me about it. She calls here looking for him, and it occurs to me he never told his wife. What am I supposed to do? I lied to her. You ever have to fire somebody? Do you know how hard that is, especially when it's a guy you like?
Well, how come you fired him?
Am I legally obligated to tell you that?
No, but if there's something about it that could help me find him, then you'd be helping him and his wife out.
I think it's going to take more than finding them to help out him and his wife.
What is it, another woman?
Well, Steve, take over for a minute. Let's go for a walk. Come on, shake a leg in here, guys. Come on, come on. Another woman's about the farthest thing from Tim's mind right now. I don't think he's been sober enough the last 6 months to be thinking much about anything.
You don't have to answer this question, but was Tim drunk at the time of the accident?
No. Tim's drinking didn't start till after that. Poor guy went into the heaviest guilt trip I've ever seen. Kept going on about how stupid he was, how stupid the whole thing was. They're going on Interstate 90 to Gary. Fast lane. Realizes he's about to miss his exit, so he starts to cut across 3 lanes. Some joker's gonna pass him on the right, going about 100 miles an hour. He doesn't see it. How often have we all done something stupid like that, but we get away with it, you know? I mean, how hard is it just to get off at the next damn exit?
Well, if you still want to help him, tell me where he is, man.
If I knew that, I'd take you there myself.
Do you know if Syl was upset about something? Maybe it didn't even have anything to do with the wedding, you know? Like,
You asked me the same question. I don't understand this. We want to know where Scylla is, not why she took off. Look, we can ask her that ourselves after you find her.
Mr. Hogan, if we're going to find your daughter, we need to know something about her. not just the physical description.
If you're going to find Scylla, you should be out there looking for her. 15,000 cops in Chicago. Give them each a picture and put them out there.
We do 26,000 missing persons cases every year. We locate 98% of them. I think we know what we're doing.
2% is about 500 people. We want to be certain Scylla is not one of those 500 people.
That doesn't tell you why she left. Nothing will.
Wait, Sean.
If you want Scylla found, I'd let him talk alone.
Sean, can we just talk for a minute?
Where's Ray?
Lieutenant's out on special assignment from the city council.
Yeah, right. Was it the woman's kid?
Well, we did a door-to-door and came up with a look-alike. Everyone, including her husband, figures she mistook the look-alike for her kid. She's done this before, too.
You meet some sad people around this place, man. Look, I'm working on a case right now that's pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't think this woman's wacky. I mean, I looked right in her eyes. I think she was telling me the truth. I think she really saw her kid.
A hunch? Is that all you got as a hunch? Next case, Carlos.
Yeah, well, if she was wrong, so what? I waste a couple more hours. But if she wasn't wrong and I don't follow up...
I got a guy I'm probably gonna find in the next 24 hours. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I find him. I mean, his wife is paralyzed and he abandoned her. What could be going through somebody's mind and make him want to do something like that, man?
And you'll probably never know. A guy like that isn't gonna spill his guts to a cop.
Robert, the missing person Timothy Fielder is found. He's at the Envoy Hotel on Dearborn Parkway. Use his credit card to guarantee a room. Thanks.
How could this be taking so long? Aren't they going to tell us anything?
Hey, Mom, when it takes a long time, it's good. It means they're doing something in there. Did you even have breakfast this morning, Mom?
Coffee.
Why don't we walk down to the cafeteria and get you something to eat?
I'd rather stay here.
Yeah, come on, Ma. You gotta eat something.
What if they need me? They won't know where to find me.
Johnny and Michael will stay right here and stand watch. And both of them are cops, right? If they need you, they'll find you. Come on.
Shut me up in front of Mom for, huh? Don't start me, Michael. Oh, right. I don't think we need to talk about this right now, okay?
That's right, we don't. And you don't go talking bang bang in front of your mother when the bang bang is 2 bullets in your father's chest.
You don't go telling me what to do.
Come on, Michael, what we gonna do? We have a fight right here in the waiting room? Dad's in there on the operating table. Maybe he's gonna make it, maybe he's not. Mom's crying her eyes out. We're doing this. Come on, it's stupid. We're doing this our whole lives. This is the way we're gonna settle everything.
Sandowski?
We're her sons. Do you want us to go get her?
No, you can fill her in. This is only a progress report. As you probably know, your father took 2 bullets. We've repaired most of the damage to the wound that was most life-threatening, and I think we were very successful. Second wound isn't as bad, but the procedure necessary to repair the damage and remove the remaining bullet fragments is significantly more delicate. Your father's vitals are good, so we're going to start the second procedure now. Not out of the dark yet, but hopefully there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
How long is it going to be?
As long as it takes.
Listen, what you gotta understand is that we're talking about someone that I love a whole lot. And someone loves me a whole lot. I don't care about all that crap they're talking about in there. Something is very wrong.
So you don't think that she just ran off because of the wedding and all that?
I believe she'd do that. Just don't believe she'd do it without me.
Can I ask you, did you meet through your parents or what? I mean, how did you meet each other?
Parents. Believe me, neither one of us knew about each other's parents the night we met. Syl and I always joke about it, but I picked her up in a bar.
No kidding. I want to hear this.
It was this bar just off campus. I'm there with some friends. She's sitting over at the bar with some friends. I'm like watching her for an hour, you know. Couldn't take my eyes off of her. Anyway, another friend of mine walks in. He started talking to her. Then he comes walking by my table. I stop him, I whisper, "Who is that?" He says, "Want to meet her?" Next thing I know, whole bar is empty. I try to close the place up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. I love it.
So do I. And I gotta tell you something. We haven't stopped talking since then. I've never been so connected to anybody in my life as I am to Scylla. That's why I'm telling you something's wrong. She could abandon that circus they were throwing for us last night. But there's no way she would have left me.
Put in over 3 months looking for that Hollick kid. Interviewed over 100 people. Went through all that nasty stuff first. The baby selling guys, the child pornographers, the illegal adoption services. Didn't even get a rumor of a kid with his description.
I hate dealing with that scum.
So do I. After that, I started going through anyone who ever had anything to do with the Hollicks, anyone who'd ever been at the house. Housekeepers, babysitters, plumbers, repairmen, friends of friends. Nothing. Can you imagine your kid just disappears into thin air like that?
All those people you talked to, do you remember if any of them lived up around Belmont and Kedzie? That's where Mrs. Hollick said she saw Stephen this morning.
Okay. Zip code 60618. Let me run it here. How does the 3100 block of North Sawyer sound to you?
Dorothy Henderson, who is she?
Oh, yeah, I remember her. She was the mother of a Susan Marshall who used to babysit for the Hollicks. Couldn't find Susan, that's how I ended up at her mother's place. Found out that Susan Marshall and her husband moved out of town about 3 months before Stephen went missing.
Did you do any further follow-up?
Called. She sounded cool on the phone.
Did you ever go to see her or call any of her neighbors?
Didn't see any reason.
Do you see a reason now?
What do you mean?
You don't think it's just a little more than coincidental that Stephen was seen on that block this morning?
Where's everybody? Out in the field, Lieutenant. Everyone's working cases except for Jonathan, of course. He's still at the hospital.
I know. I just talked to him.
Oh, there's some phone messages for you. Mrs. McAuliffe phoned. She says she's going to be working late. Wants to know if you want out for dinner later. And Wesley Lennox phoned 3 times.
I'll call Barbara.
MissingPersons Manor. Sure, Constance. Just a second. Lieutenant Constance, line 2.
She show up?
No, Lieutenant, but Sean thought something was wrong because he hadn't heard from Scylla, and something was wrong. Can you believe this? I found out that Mr. O'Toole had all of Sean's calls forwarded to his own room ever since they knew Scylla was gone. So even if she'd been trying to call Sean, she wouldn't have been able to get him.
Assuming she was trying.
Yeah, well, the operators told me that someone kept trying to call and hanging up, and a little while ago, Margaret Hauser, Scylla's maid of honor, the one that I kept trying to call and getting her machine, she calls, leaves her number for Sean, and tells the operator that the message has to be delivered by hand, personally. A bellman got it to him. Then, according to the phone log to his room at 129, he calls her and they talk for 18 minutes, and guess what? Sean hasn't been seen since then.
You try the number again?
Yeah, and I still got the machine.
Big surprise. She's screening her calls. Get an address and go over there.
Okay.
He's a jerk, man. The minute you and Mom walked out for the cafeteria, he shoves me. He starts with me.
He's hurting, Johnny. Whenever Michael hurts, he takes it out on somebody.
Hey, guess where you learned that from?
Yeah, what, you don't get angry? You don't want to take it out sometimes? It's not you, he's just worried about Dad.
Hey, he's my dad too, you know.
Yeah, but you got Mom. I mean, you and Mom always been real close. Michael can't even talk to Mom. He loses Dad, he's got nothing.
But what, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy? I monopolized Mom? How about looking at it from the other direction? You guys were always off together with Dad, the 3 Musketeers. You always leave me and Mom out.
There's a lot of anger going on behind that pretty baby face, isn't there, little brother?
Yeah, I'm angry. You feeling sorry for Michael because he doesn't have mom? How about feeling sorry for me because I don't have dad?
Johnny, you're the smartest guy in the entire family, but as soon as it comes to Dad, you just stop thinking.
What am I supposed to think, Kaz? My whole life, everything I did was wrong. I played baseball. I should have been playing football. I got good grades. I was being a smarty pants. I graduate top of my class from the police academy. I become a detective, and I hear real cops wear uniforms. What am I supposed to do?
Stop trying to impress him, Johnny. Yeah, listen to all this hot air. Take all his guff and all the crap. And then you know what? Put your arms around him and tell him that you love him. He'd melt.
You know, I figured this guy had some problems going on. He's a real nice young man. Too quiet and sad.
Has he stayed here before?
Yeah, up here once in a while.
Alone?
As far as I know.
Is he in his room now?
Oh, no. Mr. Field is only in his room when the bar is closed. It's round to your left.
Thanks. You want another one, Tim? Hey, man. Look like an athletic kind of guy, man. I've been in town for a couple days. You know where I can get a little four-wall? Four-wall? Yeah, handball. I should have asked back at my club in D.C., but I forgot, man. There's got to be a Y around here somewhere, right? You play handball, don't you? No kidding. You a player? A handball player? Well, see, I travel a lot, man. I run into tennis players, and joggers, and golfers, and racquetball players. You never run into handball players, man. Something about those four white walls, no equipment, just slapping that ball. Figure it's got to be a lot like boxing, you know? Without the pain, right? So what do you play, singles or what?
Doubles, cutthroat, whatever.
Yeah? What level are we talking here? C, B, novice, what?
A.
A. You think we can get a game up today, man? How many has this guy had? Maybe I can take advantage of the man.
You really want a game?
Well, you feel up to it? Coffee.
Mrs. Henderson, my name is Sergeant Marone from the Chicago Police Department. Can I come up and have a word with you, please?
What do you want?
Well, I'd just like to talk to you.
About what?
We're looking for a child that got lost. The police were all over the neighborhood today. Did they talk to you?
I don't know anything about the little boy.
Well, I'd just like to ask you a few more questions. Is there some reason, ma'am, that you don't want to let me in? Mrs. Henderson, you still there? Mrs. Henderson? Mrs. Henderson, is your daughter there?
What do you know about my daughter?
Mrs. Henderson, please. Either you let me in or I'm coming back with a search warrant. I am at 3137 West Sawyer Avenue. 7709. Requesting backup immediately. Possible child abduction. Need to secure front and rear entrances of the building pending a search warrant. I am presently trying to watch both the front and the rear of the building by myself. Assistance required immediately.
Well, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be, man.
Just put it on my room, okay?
Thanks, man. Whoa. Hey, hold up, partner. I think you better sit back down. There you go. I guess handball's out this afternoon, huh?
Yeah.
So where you from?
Right here in Chicago.
Oh, yeah? Married man? Hotel in town? You're talking divorce time, right? I feel for you, man. I've had a lot of friends go through that.
Not like this.
She cheated on you. Well, it's got to be something like that. A man like you doesn't sit around drinking like this.
She would never do anything like that. It's just that things have changed.
You've grown apart from each other? Is that what it is?
Nobody understands when I talk about it. Everybody looks from the outside and they think they know what's going on, but they don't have to live with it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Everybody looks at me like I'm some kind of a monster or something.
Sorry, man, I'm not keeping up with you.
My wife lost the use of her legs. Accident. She's never gonna walk again.
Oh, man, that's horrible.
Is she gonna finish that sentence? Poor woman. How terrible for her. But what about me? I'm just as much a victim in this thing as she is. I used to have a wife I could go skiing with, play tennis with, go hiking with. I love to do those things. I love to do them with her. Now, anytime I want to do anything, I'm out there by myself, thinking about her, sitting home alone.
I can understand how this can change your life, man, but has it changed the way you feel about it?
I haven't stopped loving her. I just don't love her the same way. This isn't the person that I married. I feel it every time I go just to touch her. We even stopped sleeping together because I was afraid I was going to hurt her. Do you know what it's like to be married to someone you don't want to sleep with?
But if you love her, there must be something you can do, man. Some way to work it out.
I can't. Why should I put her through that? Why should I destroy both of us? I can't deal with the wheelchair, the handicap, none of it. I know I can't. Is it so wrong for me to get out of it now? I'm 36 years old. I can't live my life like that. This is a different person now. If I were leaving her because of irreconcilable differences, would anybody care? No. But because she's in a wheelchair.
But can you live with that? Can you live with what you're talking about doing?
Listen, friend. A few minutes ago, you were wondering what a guy like me was doing sitting here in the middle of the day drinking in a bar.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think she would have left you if you were in the wheelchair?
No.
Mr. Fielder, go home. At least give Linda the chance to talk this thing out with you.
How do you know my name? How do you know Linda's name?
She filed a missing persons report. She loves you, Mr. Fielder. She wants you home.
Well, you're just gonna have to tell her that I'm not coming home. Give me another one.
This is Mr. Tribisi, the building janitor. He has all the passkeys.
Good. Make sure the guys in the back know we're going in. Mrs. Henderson, this is Sergeant Marone, Chicago Police Department, Missing Persons Section. Please open the door.
Let me alone. Go away.
Please, Mrs. Henderson, please open the door. We have a warrant, and if you don't open it, we're gonna break it in. Stephen Hollick, are you here? Stephen? Check it out. matter, Mrs. Henderson? Is this where Stephen is?
I told my daughter not to bring him here. I told her.
Investigator Karadzic's very close. I'll update you when we know something. What's the expression? Don't call us, we'll call you. All right, Wesley.
I need some advice, Lieutenant.
You? Let me put that on my calendar. Yeah. What line? Thanks, Dan. Yeah, hey, Carlos. How you doing? Oh, that's great. The parents show up? That's one I'd like to be there to watch. Oh, by the way, Johnny's father's still in surgery, but the prognosis looks real good. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you when you get back.
Lieutenant, I don't know what to do. I found this Timothy Fielder, but the guy's a voluntary.
So what's your problem?
He says he's not going home.
So what's your problem?
The man's wife is in a wheelchair. He put her there. And now he's abandoning her.
What's that got to do with you?
I gotta go tell her, Lieutenant. What am I gonna say?
Mrs. Fielder, we found your husband. His disappearance was voluntary. He's alive and well. And I'm afraid that's all the information we're allowed to give you.
I can't do that, Lieutenant.
From what I'm reading here, she's probably better off without him anyway.
Yeah, well, so is the rest of the world, but I think she at least deserves the opportunity to try to work the thing out with him.
Bobby, we're cops, not marriage counselors. We find people, that's it.
Hey, Stephen. Look who's here. Hey, Stephen. Don't you know who these people are? It's your mom and dad, fella. Huh?
Hi, Stephen.
Thank you for believing me.
I think the big guy upstairs deserves the thanks for this one. The chances of you spotting Stephen this morning were 1 in a zillion. He was only going to be here with this lady for a day, and then he was going back downstate. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Mr. Hawley.
Hi. Are you Margaret Hauser?
Yes?
Someone getting married? Scylla and Sean?
Who are you?
I'm Investigator Karatzik, Chicago Police Department Missing Persons Section. Look, Margaret, I have absolutely no intention of interfering with any of you guys' plans, but Missing Persons report was filed on Scylla, and I just have to see her so I can tell her parents she's okay.
They were planning on calling their parents the minute the ceremony's over.
I love weddings. Can I come?
Mrs. Sandowski? We did it. All the bullet fragments have been removed, and all the internal damage has been repaired. It's all up to the sergeant now. All he's got to do is heal.
Can I see him?
In a little while. They're moving him into a post-op ICU. He'll be under the anesthetic for a while yet, but as soon as they get him all wired up, I'll have a nurse bring him in. For a look, anyway.
Thank you.
You bet.
I told you it'd be all right. You okay, Ma?
I am now.
I'm happy for you, Ma. Listen, I gotta run down to the station for a minute. Try to take care of the stuff I gotta get done. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Johnny, don't go running away. Your father is going to be disappointed if you're not there when he wakes up.
If you want me to stay, Mom, I'll stay. I don't think it'll matter one way or another to Dad.
Yes, it will.
Mom, stop being a broken record. He doesn't like me. He never has, he never will. I'm used to it. I accept it. You don't have to try to make me feel better about it, okay?
No, it's not okay because you're wrong.
No, Mom, I'm not.
Don't argue with me about your father. I know him a lot better than you do. I have been married to him for 38 years.
Mom, I don't want to argue with you about anything. You want me to stay, I'll stay.
Johnny, I want you to stay for him and you, not for me.
He's not coming home, is he? Coming in, it's cold. Where is he?
I'm sorry. I'm not legally permitted to tell you that, ma'am.
I made some coffee. Would you like some?
Thanks.
Was he drunk?
You been drinking?
I spent the whole day thinking about what I said to you this morning, preparing myself for the inevitable. The bottom line is, just because I can forgive Tim for his problems, doesn't mean he can forgive me for mine. I feel sorry for him.
I don't think I could ever be that forgiving.
That's not it. I'll never be able to forgive Tim for walking out on me. He'll never be able to forgive himself. But I gotta live with this body. And I'm gonna be just fine when you leave. I'm gonna have myself a good long cry. Then I'm gonna get on with my life. I've gotta get through this.
No, don't get upset. I don't want to stop you from doing anything that you want to do. I think this is great. The only thing I ask is that maybe you ought to call your parents before you do this instead of after. It's just advice.
Hello? Scylla, where are you? Speakerphone, why? Okay. Okay. You're on the speakerphone. Now talk to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Mom. Sean and I decided we didn't want to get married unless you guys are with us.
Where are you? When are you coming back here?
We're not.
Do you, Scylla Molly Hogan, take this man,
Sean Gregory O'Toole, as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do. How's Johnny's dad doing?
How come you always know what I'm thinking about?
Because from the minute I heard about Johnny's dad, I figured that all you'd been thinking about all day was when you got shot.
I had a lot more to do today than just think about 2 years ago.
2 years, 3 months, 8 days, and 7 hours ago, but don't hold me to the hours.
Carlos found a 3.5-year-old that had been missing 11 months. Bobby had to tell a woman in a wheelchair her husband left her and isn't coming back. And I had City Hall down my back all day because some silly socialite decided she didn't want to have a big wedding.
So, all's well that ends well, right? Let's go get some dinner.
I think we'd better let him rest now.
We'll be right outside if you need us.
Johnny. Johnny. Tell him to go ahead. I want to talk to you alone.
kept me alive. Kept me alive, Johnny. I couldn't die without having a chance to talk to you. It's all I kept thinking about. Drifting in and out. Kept thinking about it. Something I've been wanting to say to you for a long time. Had to stay alive to do it. I'm proud of you, son.
I love you, Dad.